Hello and welcome back to my Digital Earnings YouTube channel. The first stage in conducting market research is to design a survey. So what you want to do is go to Google and simply type in Google Forms. There are other survey programs available, but I have found Google Forms to be the most effective. It is quite simple to use. The built-in analytics are excellent, and you can create and receive limitless surveys and responses for free. So type that into Google and then click through. So, the next step is to go ahead and click Create a blank survey, and this will open up. And all we need is a name for our poll. So I'm just going to fill out a digital marketing survey. So, I recommend that you just put whatever your topic is, or perhaps your product or service name, or something basic in there to truly express to yourself and others what the survey is about. And then, once you've completed that, we'd like you to include our first question. So we'll ask our first inquiry now. We'll keep this as brief as possible. And the first of our 3 magic questions is what you want to enter in here. What is your biggest obstacle with what you want to do? Fill in the blanks with whatever your topic or niche is. So, for example, I'll simply state digital marketing. Obviously, I want the spelling to be correct so that we may update and tidy everything up. You may be thinking, well, that's a pretty simple and obvious question, but the questions we'll include in this survey are extremely strategic. And this initial question is intended to identify your potential clients' challenges and pain spots. So it will really help us pinpoint the pain point, which is important since every product or service must first answer an issue for the customer. The next thing we can do is go ahead and delete the question that was added by default. And now we're going to ask our second question. And this time, we're going to let them to compose a slightly lengthier response. Now, the second question, which is also extremely strategic, is this: why would it make a difference in your life to acquire a decent answer to this problem or discover a solution to your requirement information, please? So, once again, this question is intended to elicit some excellent responses. As a result, the purpose of this query was to detect difficulties. The purpose of this question is to determine the best possible outcome. What does the ideal solution look like, and what are the emotional and logical benefits? So these are critical questions to ask, because if we know their pain areas and what their perfect solution looks like, all we have to do is design the product or service that will take them from where they are now to where they want to be. And all of the language that they use here about their problems, pain points, and where they want to go is all language that we can use on our sales pages, emails, and marketing materials, because we can simply take the language that people have said to us and use it in our marketing materials, which will really connect with the potential customers. The third magic question that we will include in our survey is a multiple choice question. So that's all there is to it. How tough has it been for you to come up with a good solution to today's and we wish we can put in? Absolutely not. Difficult. So, if we wish to add another response, we can do so. So, add an option. It's a little challenging. And quite challenging. So this question is critical because we want to discover problems that are not properly addressed in the marketplace. That's the only way we're going to get ahead. If they have a problem and a solution, and it's not difficult to discover that answer, we're not going to be able to sell anything. So this is a really discriminating question, and we want to discover the difficulties or outcomes that people have had a lot of difficulty achieving. So we can utilize this final question to really narrow down the results, and I'll show you my findings. As a result, this becomes very evident. The final question that you might wish to provide as a bonus is this one. So enter your email address below if you want to be notified when we have a solution to your problem. And yet again, we can only provide a brief response. So this is how you can use this question to generate an email list of potential clients even before you've created the solution or written a blog post or anything like that. To summarize, we went over how to create a free market research survey with Google Forms, as well as the 3 magic questions to ask in order to identify the products and services that people desperately need, as well as the powerful words and phrases that you can use in your sales copy.